Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to you besties. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, welcome back to another Reddit video. This one is a little bit rushed, so I apologize for just cat background video, but I'm currently working on two big projects, so this one's just a quick filler video. Enough intro, let's just go. I forgot to mention that we're going down the subreddit r/petty revenge. First one is titled, Someone Claimed the Best Hot Desk for Themselves by Leaving Their Garbage. I have no idea what any of those words mean, so anyway, let's just read it. We have a few dozen hot desks in Bunnies that are open for anybody to use. No seating is reserved or assigned. Some people are particular about desk height. Oh, I'm assuming they are like adjustable. You know, the ones where you press a button and they go up and down. The way their monitors are set up, etc. They pick a workstation far away from the door because most of us grab the nearest seat to do their work and leave. To do our work and leave. But not this guy. He claimed the very first desk nearest the door. Someone walking straight through the door would hit the chair at his desk. He made it look like it was constantly in use by leaving his coffee cups and other garbage on it. Now everybody has to pass by his garbage on the way in and out. He is only there for a few hours per week. Oh. The paper coffee cups had that staining at the bottom when they had been there for a long time. Oh yeah. Oh, it's paper cups, not like an actual coffee cup. Because some people bring like ceramic mugs to the workplace. No, these are just like disposable cups. Ew. Over time, you get those brown rings. I used that desk just to spite him. It helps pass the office boredom and it's fun to mess with these kinds of people. He is short, so I always raised it to be a standing desk and adjust the monitors as tall as they could stand. To show intent, I tangled up the headset cable with the keyboard cable. He never said anything if he saw me working there. He strengthened his claim by adding more garbage, making it less appealing and looking more like it was in use. Why? Last Friday, whilst the office was nearly empty, I went through the recycled bin to triple his garbage here. Ew. Someone caught me doing it and laughed. It was the first thing the manager saw when opening the office on Monday. It was there all weekend. Now we have signs at each desk reminding us of basic cleanliness principles for our share. Wait, no. You may have got like flies or ants depending on what your workplace looks like. Or if there's like windows open and stuff like that. No more campaign garbage at the desks or near the door. He probably effed off to some desk in the back like he should have in the first place. Okay, I understand this petty revenge, but oh my god, I don't want, like, ew. First of all, like, the coffee rings on the table from the leaky, crappy, disposable cups. And the smell. Like, old coffee stinks. And if he's not moving them, it might get a little bit moldy. But, ooh, putting used garbage over the weekend. Oh, the flies, the stickiness, the stink. Ew. Ew. Oh, that's yucky. I'm gonna move on, because there's nothing else to say, other than, yeah. These revenges are petty revenges, so they're small, tiny revenges. Sending polite email to a supervisor at work. I'm going to do my best to tell the story without giving away details of what I do because it's a very niche job and I don't want to talk to anyone here about it. Basically, my job is to do some paperwork based on information salesmen gather. Naturally, if the salesmen fail to gather all of the required information, it is also part of my job to ask them to actually do their job. Salesmen here seem to be bad at that part. It's like a chain, and the chain affects everybody in a way. Like a non-scammy pyramid scheme. So, one particular salesman, let's call him Sam, messed up so bad that not only was there absolutely no information gathered, but the assignment didn't even appear in my queue. So we only found it because of a third party who happened to stumble upon it. Oh, girl, fire him. I emailed Sam and CC'd his supervisor, we'll call Alex. Do you play Stardew Valley? For this next part, it's important to know that there are 3 types of tickets we can get assignments from. I'll call them ABC tickets. Type A is normal and common, Type B less common but not expected, and Type C is very rare. After some time, Alex responded on behalf of Sam, essentially saying because it was a Type C ticket, it prevented the form from properly being filled out. This doesn't make sense because the ticket type has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not I can find or work on the assignment. This is an option within all tickets the salesman has to select, and Sam selected the wrong one. Really not that big of a deal, and I still don't know why they are trying so hard to act like it wasn't Sam's fault. Like, if we want people to improve, acknowledge the mistakes and learn. Yeah, that is true. You can't grow and learn if you're never told. Anyway, supervisors of salesmen tend to bend the rules because they want their bonus and stuff. I see. It really annoys me because they will straight up allow some of them to lie to customers. Those people are why we're all stuck in these terrible bills and can't get out of them, because you're lying to us just because it was a high value sale. Knowing their excuse, it didn't make any sense, and also my general resentment for their tendency to not care about anything but money. I decided to go along with what they were trying to get away with. I emailed back something along the lines of, "This shouldn't impact whether or not the assignment is able to be viewed or completed. I know Type C tickets are rare and I am admittedly not familiar with them. If there's an issue in the system preventing Type C tickets from being able to be fulfilled in the same way as Type A's and B's, perhaps we should look into a solution to avoid further similar situations." Essentially forcing Alex to either acknowledge that their excuse didn't actually mean anything or to keep going along with it and pretend to work on a solution. I know if they do the latter option, they will have to show someone that you can't select the correct option in Type C tickets. I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand any of this. And this is all just going right over my head. I'm gonna continue reading, but I'm just gonna say none of this makes sense to me and I'm zoning out. I'm just in pilot mode right now. Where is the petty revenge? Either way, they are forced to admit they lied or have been inadequate. I'm usually the kind of person to just move on when I know someone is just being stupid to get away with it if stuff doesn't really impact me. But I guess that day I was just too tired of it. They have not responded. Yeah, I'm sorry, darling. I don't understand it, and I zoned out for half of that. I don't get it. Where's the petty revenge? I'm genuinely just going to move on and not give any opinions because I don't get it, and I'm bored out of my mind. Here's one that might actually be fun and might actually be a petty revenge and might actually be interesting. I put rotting chicken in the hallway bin so my neighbour would close her door. My neighbour across the hall in my apartment building wouldn't stop leaving her door wide open and playing loud music all the time, so instead of closing it for her to open it, there's no punctuation. So instead of closing it for her, only for her to open it again every 5 minutes, I took my past due chicken in my fridge and threw it in the garbage can in the hallway, about 10 feet from her door. I did this on a Friday afternoon because there was no staff to take out the common space trash for the weekends, and it stunk. That's all in capitals. She kept her door shut after that. Short, sweet, and very stinky. Stinky revenge. See, this is a petty revenge. I wasn't zoned out for this one. I could pay attention. I actually understood the assignment in this one. Stinky chicken. I struggled with everything because there was no punctuation, but who cares? I got it. Moving on. Turn the Wi-Fi off on my racist roommate. Let's go. This was back in 2016-2017 when I was in college. I was living with a friend, one of her friends. It's gonna be one of those. Who didn't really get along with. It's gonna be one of those. This other roommate accused me of giving her strep throat because I had half a gallon of non-expired milk in our fridge. Huh? What? If it was your milk, she shouldn't have drank it, so I don't... God damn it. Anyway, this roommate was obsessed with The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and would always have her friends over to watch it in our apartment. My roommate was on the first floor of the living room, so I could hear everything they said. During the season finale of The Bachelor, they had announced the new Bachelorette was going to be a black woman. Slay. My roommate and her friends were not happy and went down a racist tirade. Not slay. They had yet to announce who the winner of The Bachelor was going to be. My petty ass had enough, so during the commercial break before they announced the winners, I disconnected the Wi-Fi. Oh, right, before the okay. The fact that it was before the announcement is even pettier. I love this so much. They ran around frantic trying to figure it out, and one of the friends knocked on my door and asked if I had trouble with the internet. I let her know I was getting some homework done and it was working fine for me. They ended up leaving to try and watch the finale somewhere, but missed the winner reveal. I love this. They also ended up choosing another place for their weekly bachelor parties, and I moved out to this roommate's displeasure as soon as my lease ended. Okay, that's delicious. I like this petty revenge. And a little tidbit of information, I have also turned the Wi-Fi off for some ex-roommates who I didn't like in the past. And it's funny, just hearing them, like, scream, like, mid-video game, like, losing the Wi-Fi. And these, like, bad roommates were very, like, among the anti-minority groups, so, like, you know, they deserved it too. Petty revenge on landlord. I have previously written up my more than petty revenge on this landlord. After a series of nasty incidents from him, we moved out, and every month after that, my cousin and I went to his house late at night and smeared ripe dog poop on his car door handle, his house door handle, under his wipers, you get it. But to me, that is not petty. What I had completely forgotten was that just as we moved out, and keep in mind this was a fully furnished flat, I nailed a very large lamb chop and a couple of chicken necks to the underneath of the dining table. What did this landlord do to you? The revenge was suggested to me by a friend of mine who was a chippy, in brackets carpenter. It was his and his dad's way of getting revenge on people who didn't pay their bills. Oh, you are so beautifully evil in the best way. They reckon the victims could never find the source, as you would never look underneath the table for, like proper underneath. I assume the place went unrentable for the week or two that it would have been taken for the stench to dissipate. I'm so glad I remembered this and was able to share. Okay, like, first of all, like, the meat one, girl, he hurt you, but the dog poop one, ooh, he has hurt you. You said everything that needed to be said. This is diabolical. This is pro-revenge, not petty. I would like to share with you my petty revenge on my landlord, but this trumps that. Immediately, you've done better than I could ever do. My petty revenge on my landlord is just me redecorating with my art. Like, I'll put pictures of it up. Like, here we go. Mine is nothing compared to this. Girl, you are a genius, and I am scared of you. But that is a compliment. I admire you. I'm gonna move on, but I will be thinking about you. You are my hero. DoorDash driver stole my food. Also, dog doo-doo on their car windows everywhere. Dishonor on their cow. My partner and I ordered food one time from DoorDash. First mistake. And the delivery driver got close enough to where we were, marked the food as delivered, and drove up. Oh my god, that happened to me. There's a noodle place that I really like. It's quite pricey, so I get it once in a while. But the driver drove, because I live right near a corner, he drove up the street to just about turn in the corner, marked as delivered, and drove away. Like, it annoyed me so much. I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten that day as well. It was one of those days where everything went wrong. It took me ages to get a refund as well. I had to go back and forth, and the shop was close to shutting, so I had to go through to the next day. So angry. We watched it happen on the delivery map. We waited over an hour for the food in the first place, and I was so hungry. Girl, are you me? Are you me right now? I tried calling the driver, but she kept declining my calls, which made me even more mad. Unfortunately for her, I had the time of day. So did I, Queen. After I contacted support and they confirmed they would have it reordered and delivered, I non-stop called the girl for an hour straight. You know what? I know people can just, like, not answer or block, but I'm not sure about the policy of Uber drivers blocking numbers. I'm not sure if they can, but then you can just get more numbers, or you can use friends' phone or family members' phones, so there's that. I non-stop called this girl for an hour straight. Actually, I did that to McDonald's. For some reason, anytime I order from McDonald's, it never shows up. And it might be because I order the vegetarian food. It never, ever, ever shows up. Out of the 5 times you think I'd learn. Out of the 5 times I've ordered something from Mackey's, it's never showed up. And I just non-stop called them for like half an hour. They picked up twice, and they were like, no, we can't hear you. You're breaking up. We can't hear you. And like, they pretended their voice was breaking up, even though like the signal was not dropping. And then they hung up on me. So I just called them back again and again and again. And I just kept going and going and going until they picked up again. Same thing again. They're absolutely petty like that, but not good petty, like insult petty. Anyway, boycott Mackey's, they're shit. Where was I? I called her exactly 87 times back to back. Girl, you got the time. I love it. She tried putting her phone on Do Not Disturb, but because I called twice in a row, it would get through the second time. Oh, that's the best part. She tried answering the phone and immediately hanging up. She tried letting it ring, assuming she could wait it out. In the end, she had to turn her phone off. If she didn't deliver my order, she doesn't get to accept any other orders for a while. Oh, girl. Edit, y'all are annoying, lol. I did not make this up. Here is the screenshot of an Instagram story I posted talking about it. JFC, Jesus effing Christ, hahaha. Look here, you dumb expletive, and it's highlighted as the link. Edit 2. Damn, I wouldn't last if I was a celebrity now. I know why a lot of them stay off social media. You guys are mean. Ugh, everyone needs to stop being so mean on social media. They see a story and they assume everything's fake. Like, yeah, take everything you see with a pinch of salt, but being mean, girl, get off your phones. Last edit, I won't be responding to anyone being rude anymore. I sincerely don't care if you believe it or not, but y'all are actually in real life hurting my feelings. OP said in the comments there is no option to block in the app, which is what I assumed. People, real quick, y'all need to stop being so judgy online. Like, people are sharing their fun little petty revenge about, like, something, like, stealing your food is mean, especially if you've paid for it. And they shared the petty revenge that doesn't actually hurt someone. Like, yeah, spam calls, it's annoying, but it doesn't actually hurt someone in the end. And they only did it to themselves. They shouldn't have stolen the food in the first place. Like, if you're hungry, go get your own food. Like, you're working, you can get your own food. But y'all being mean to this person for no reason, because she told you her story, leave her alone. Stop being mean to people. It's not cool. You're just bullies. I bet y'all peaked in high school. Like, the people bullying this girl, bet y'all peaked in high school. It's lame. Leave her alone. It's just stupid. Bullying is silly. I think bullying is the stinkiest thing of all. And every single bully deserves petty revenge given to them. If you're a bully, I don't like you, and you're not welcome here. If you're not a bully, I love you, and you're welcome here. Mwah.